is rising. Only 2 cars left in the pit lane before we have a full grid. Take a look up to the lights, then we'll see the countdown coming on. It's going to count down. 5 seconds. Season 3, race 1 is under starters orders. Lights out, EERC is go, go, go. Good start from Richard. Captain tries to keep the inside line down towards Pennell. And on the look at Mike Bell. Trying to go right round the outside. In towards Cox Corner. A spectacular move. Oh, big rest. And that's really awfully. Into the bollard then. But Hamilton swings it round the outside line. He's got back to the start as well. Oh, no. And the starter after chaos in the middle of the field. Cars left, right and centre. And it takes second position as well. But Harvey's been run by the team. And it's almost Thomas. It was just after chaos.
Just chaos.
Hello and welcome back to the third round of the EERC BTCC Championship. Today live from Road Atlanta, currently in the qualifying session that just started. We are joined by Pascal Egert, and for the qualifying only, we have driver of the Final One Motorsports Focus, Louis Hartley, with us.
Hello. For now at least, it's showing me as in first place, just until they cross the line, so I like looking at that. I don't think it'll last though.
So why exactly are you with us today, Louis?
I may or may not. I won't confirm this. There was an incident at the last race, and there was a small chance I was deemed to be at fault. And so I have been banned from quali for this round. However, I'll still be doing the 3 races anyway.
Well, it will certainly be quite interesting watching you come through the back there, knowing that you're a quick driver, at least in this championship, so I'm sure you'll put on quite a show for us today.
I can try. I mean, the more screen time I get in race 1, the better a race it's been for me, I think, so... I'll just hope that I don't get my screen time through burying myself in a wall, that's all. It should be quite interesting, though. I don't really know what else is going to happen in it until we see the rest of quali, though. I think it could be quite a close session, this. I know Moynier is going to be very quick, as he always is. Aside that, looks like Luca Gray's quite quick as well at the moment in the Hunter Birch car. I don't really know where the rookie monsters are at. I've not seen them doing massively blistering times yet. As Mike Bell teleports back to the pits.
I think he got impeded there by Luca Gray. And Rigmonier with the first and fastest lap time so far. Are you gonna take the softs in race 1 then, Louis?
No, I've decided that I'll save them for race 2 because I think if I use them in race 1, they won't make a huge difference just making up places, and I won't have a whole lot of clean air to use them in. I think the better tyres make the biggest difference when you're in clean air, just to set laps and get a gap or catch up to the next group. So I don't really want to waste them while I'm going to be stuck behind people a lot of the time, so race 2 I've saved them for.
It's a quite interesting approach to that. Since I've also heard from other drivers that they prefer to take the softer race and softer tire in that situation to overtake more easily.
I think that's the more realistic approach, but with the way these cars work, like around this track, most of the moves are just going to be done on the brakes, or if somebody makes a mistake. You've not got really any more braking power if you use the softs. So as far as I'm concerned, it shouldn't make a huge difference on making moves. Obviously, it'd be a bit easier to get a good exit to set up a move with the softs, but that would disappear quite quickly as they begin to wear. And so I sort of put all of my hopes on getting past people very quickly at the start of the race.
Well, with the rolling start looming on the horizon, I think it will be quite difficult to make up positions on the initial start, but through the lap I can see you doing that.
Yeah, that's my plan. I don't plan to take it very aggressive on the start because there's no huge braking zones early in the lap. I think chances are people are going to make mistakes going into the S's. Ideally, I can try and make some places up there, and then from like lap 2 onwards, I can go out my way to start making moves. I've noticed that we've yet to see Mike Bell set a lap because he teleported back to the pit lane. The times look decently quick now that we're into quali, a lot quicker than they were in practice. Bradley Sellers in one of the Smile Power Rookie Monsters cars up on pole. Loic Moynier is only less than a 10th behind. You get to see how quick Mike Bell is, but I think that looks like he's lost about 7/10 in Sector 2, so I don't think he'll be right up there on this first lap. No, he's still down in 9th, isn't he?
2 Miller. A lap.
Fastest in the first sector as of now, but not by a lot.
It's a good start, that.
And it's...
I think the second sector splits somewhere around here, so we'll see where he's at fairly soon as well. He's already won a race this season. Oh, he's dropped quite a bit in the middle, hasn't he? It's not even a green sector.
But this could still put him quite a bit up the grid.
Definitely, yeah. Could put him up towards the front.
See, coming over the line, it will be a 1:24.0, putting it in third position there right now.
Second row's not bad at all. It's very tight between him and Darren Wright in third place. So Wright, I've noticed, has been quick when he showed up in Imola. If I remember right, he didn't do the last round though, so he's a little bit down on championship. But that means he's got less ballast for this round.
Look, when you're in the number 18, 3 tenths up on the quickest time. I think that's actually his own time there. He's up. I don't know. But he needs to be quite quick. That's for sure.
I believe the splits it shows are relative to the fastest overall sector. So that should be 3
second
tenths up.
sector.
An improvement over his own, lost a 10.5 to Bradley Sellers, but at the moment he should still be about 2 tenths up overall. We'll see as he crosses the line any second now.
And that's pole for him.
Not a bad lap at all.
3.4.
Obviously, I didn't bother doing quali practice because I knew the whole time I wasn't going to be doing quali, but a 23.4 is the quickest I managed on my race setup, so the times are definitely coming down, track's getting grippier. I think that even though there's quite a big gap to Peter Schumann now in P3, that should be closing as the quick guys set more laps. The track seems to be getting quite a lot quicker as the session goes on.
Let's see, I can quickly go out on track and see how the track feels like.
You may as well, because I'm not allowed to.
I was about to say, but I didn't want to. And I'm on the server anyways.
Oh, I see your name. We're following Loic on another lap. He's actually purple in the first two sectors, which is looking pretty good to improve his time even further. We'll see as he comes across the line. This is the final corner here, and it will be a 123.3, so it was a bit of time lost in the final sector, but was still enough to improve his time by another 10th pretty much. Opens the gap up to Bradley Sellers. Luca Gray, I see, has put in a good lap to put himself third as well. I missed that at first. As I said, though, the times are going to keep coming down throughout the session. The times are coming down rapidly. So I don't think Loic's time will stand to the end of the session anyway.
It's quite easy to invalidate a lap on this track, so always good to be on provisional pole. One of his main competitors goes over the track limits, then he can't beat the time. Always keep that in mind.
Well, a bit like this. We're just sitting here with Noah Tuamela. I don't think that invalidates the lap as of sitting in practice, but you lose quite a lot of time down the hill. As you can see, 3/10 gone in the final sector for Noah. P5 at the moment, but he's still 6/10 off pole. There's such a big gap from P1 to P3. Bradley Sellers is sort of in no man's land in the middle. Funnily enough, Loic has just messaged me saying what a lap, so he seems to be quite happy with what he's managed as well here. He thinks there's more time in it, but he's saying the same as me. It very much depends on how much grippier the track gets towards the end of the session. We've got Oliver Hargitay coming down the hill here. Should be a personal best for him. Where's it going to move him up to? He's gone from 12th to 8th, so that's a fairly big jump. That's 4 positions up, and it's enough that those 4 positions can make a huge difference in your race. It'll take you that long to clear the cars, even if you've got the pace, that it stops you climbing up much higher once you pass them. It's not a bad attempt at all. It's still a fairly close qualifying session anyway. It's a long track, this. A minute 20 in these cars, and the top 8 are all within a second at the moment. I see Mike Bell's in 9th. He's currently leading the championship, so there's a very good chance he's going to improve as well. Remains to be seen if he will, but I reckon it's likely. I believe McMillan in 13th is a stand-in for his team. We'll see if he can improve as well. There's quite a few unknown quantities here, new names that weren't in for the first 2 rounds. Nick Homeward about to cross the line, currently P14. Straight up to P11. So I believe that was his first sort of proper lap, though. He's gained like 1.3 seconds on it or something, so not bad. A lot of time been lost in the first sector. I'll let you go. I've been talking non-stop for a while.
Yeah, the track certainly feels quite a lot better than it did in practice. Quite a lot of grip on this track.
Yeah, I thought it might. I tried out the soft tyres for a while. Fastest lap I managed was 23.7. bear in mind that was on race fuel, but like, I didn't think even with the quali fuel that these sort of times would have been possible.
It's quite a difficult track to hook up to get
Oh,
the perfect
definitely.
lap out of it. So
That whole first sector until you exit the S's, every corner's easy to lose time at. If you take too much of a curb, you'll end up on two wheels. That'll lose you a lot of time. Some of the curves just like to kill you. You're braking while turning, so it's easy to spin as well. We're going to see Peter Schumann completing a lap, currently P4. He's not improved though. Still just over 5/10 off pole. He's only 3 thousandths behind Luca Gray though, I've just noticed. That's very close. P3 to P5 are all within just over half a tenth.
then the 7 car of Magnussen right in the 11 still quite close to it. You can gain 2/10 anywhere on this track.
Oh
So,
yeah, definitely. If you hook up the exit of the S's, which is very difficult to do, quite often, even if you think you've done a good lap, you can gain a free 3/10 or something just on the exit there. I'm guessing by around this point of the session, most people have nailed that at least once, but then it depends if you've nailed it while hooking up the rest of the lap. Chances are there's still big jumps that quite a few drivers can make. I'm specifically looking at Tuomela and Magnussen because those two are the KV86 drivers alongside Loic Mounier. They have been the biggest thorn in my side so far this season. So I expect them, if they hook up a lap, to jump quite a bit higher than they're at the moment.
difficult to say. Entering the ending stages of the qualifying now.
Yeah, we've only got 20 seconds left, so not long left to start your final lap. I believe for everyone we can see here, Nick Homewood back. There's probably too little time to go to begin another lap, so this will be them finishing off. A little bit wide there for Homewood, although he is currently up on his lap. Currently P12, 1.7 off pole.
And for him,
Not improved in the final sector, but he's still gained himself 2 positions, 4/10 up on his lap overall.
let's look at this.
Yeah,
Tuomela in the
2
70 car, personal best in the first sector.
Yeah, that's 2/10 up.
Behind the quickest.
If he manages to just equal the rest of his lap, he should finish P1 or P2 or P3.
I just do it. He had a very quick last sector last time around.
Exactly. Slightly down the middle sector, but it's still enough that he could probably get P3 at the moment. Remains to be seen though.
But Lisa's improving a bit. Now 1/10 behind. Now let's see, coming over the line. And he puts it on P3.
Not bad. That's quite a bit of an improvement as well.
He's slower. He's not really pushing on this lap.
Come on, talk better about your teammate.
Yeah.
Just that's all we're getting.
Yeah. And
I think
Peter
Peter's
into the
given up on
pits.
that lap. That would be everyone done. I believe everyone's in the pits. So, would you like to go through the final results, or shall I?
Well, I can do it.
All right then. I believe with that, I will leave you there, as I need to go do a race. Enjoy.
You can come in anytime you want.
Thank you. I'll probably be back after the third race. I'll see you later, though.
See you. It was nice having you here.
Thank you.
Now, just for the results, we have Loic Mounier coming to the pole position with a 1:23.3, a very quick time by him. Bradley Sellers joining me on the front row with Noah Tuomela running out the top 3. Luca Gray in 4th position with Peter Schoenemann in the 5th position. Patrick Magnussen in 6th, followed by Darren Wright in 7th. Oliver Hargitay in the Lone Hunter Birch Hyundai in the 8th position, followed by the reigning champion, Mike Bell. And Nick Homewood rounds out the top 10 for us. Now let's see Mark Horvath in the final one car in 11th, followed by Slovinak in the very nice Nugget car. Neuendorf in P13, followed by Alexander Sereimer. Cole McMillan in 15th. Well, myself in 16th, but I won't be racing. And Andy Horton rounding out the grid from those who qualified. Louis Hartley, with having his qualifying ban, having not set a time at all. So,
Yeah, I'm
quick
quite
one.
surprised with Mike Bell's qualifying. They're only managing P9.
Yeah,
That makes two interesting cars to watch trying to get through the grid. And we're probably gonna see Loic Monia controlling the race from the front. Let's see the tire allocations. If there's anything interesting at the front.
Well, we could quickly go through the rules for the standing start, rolling start, because for this round, due to concerns with the grid size, the league opted to go for a rolling start this time instead of a standing start, which means we will have a formation lap, and once the leader is in the last corner, then they are able to start. They are allowed to start. There's no overtaking or overlapping of the cars before the start-finish line. That's not allowed. And to make it a bit more interesting, everyone will be single file for the start. So it should get strung out quite a bit. Which will be quite interesting to see how early the leader will start and to see how far back the last person will be.
On the soft tires we have Tuomela on P3, which should definitely make it interesting at the front. Bradley Sellers also on the soft tires, so maybe Monia gonna have his hands full trying to keep P1. Otherwise we have Seraima, Wright, Homewood also on the softs for race 1. Also surprised to see Magnussen only in P6. Usually we have seen him a bit further up this season.
Yeah, quite a lot of interesting qualifying positions. I think that just comes with the nature of the track being so difficult to get the perfect lap on. Quite interesting. So, who do you think will win this one? Who will surprise us?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting between the top 3 with the different tires. Loic is gonna try to hold them off with his mediums, but I think it's gonna be quite a challenge. So I would assume it's between Sellers and Tuomela. It's the main thing is that they keep it clean.
It will certainly be quite interesting. Well, I can see anyone within the top 5 go for the win, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
Just
the soft tire's gonna be quite strong here with a lot of the corners, and there we go to the grid.
now let's see. 17 people starting this race, so 4 people that were signed up not starting. One of them myself, for obvious reasons. So 3 people not showing up for this one.
With the first lap being the formation lap, we're gonna have 11 flying laps.
I've heard some drivers complaining about the tire wear already for the soft tire runners. It's also a point to look out for.
That'll definitely make things quite interesting towards the end then.
Here we are green. Going on to the formation lap now. It is quite nice for the viewers to see the track actually, driven in a rather slow pace, to see where we are going. Which might help for the people that will watch to understand what we are doing here.
I mean, Atlanta, one of the racetracks for the driver making the difference, in my opinion. A lot of places where you need to be so committed to find the right line.
Let's see. The back straight now. Only one more chicane to go, and then we can see where the leader goes green. Where we see the restarts. It's interesting for the people behind you to keep in mind that they can't really jump the start because they aren't allowed to overtake or anything. So
Let's see how he handles the start here. If he just gonna boot it out of the last corner, or if he tries to bunch them up a bit more. Probably the latter, because he has his teammate right behind Sellers.
now into the restart zone. And I think we are green. This race is green. Now let's see. Everyone single file, obviously. So not much going on at the front. At the back, I saw some cars going side by side. Munier is still leading after a few corners. Extending a bit towards Bradley Sellers.
Let's see how soon this soft tire is gonna come into play here.
Luke McRae going a bit wide with Peter Schoenemann trying to make a move. Can't see it, but I think he made it stick. Oh,
that
big
looks
collision
like
behind
Hagetai.
them. Oh, what happened there? Big crash.
That
Man,
looked
I
like
hope
Hagetai going wide.
I sure hope we will stay green for this.
And that might be a chance for a red flag, but let's see.
Nick Homewood seemed to be involved. Louis Hartley seemed to be involved. That one.
And
I
Sellers
think it
already
was
trying to make a move on Black Mooney on his second lap of the race. Can he outbrake him? Not yet.
Watch out for the 70 car being able to go a bit tighter through that chicane.
And there's the red flag.
And we are on the red flag again. Now let's see everyone going back onto the grid now.
Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough to get the replay in there once the red flag was dropped. But it looked like Hagetai went wide into the tire wall and then spinning across the track, collecting everyone. Let's see if there's anything to come from that post race.
Oh, Magnussen is DNF, apparently. I hope that is a bug on the screen. Well, it seems to be, because he's on the grid, or isn't he?
Yeah, I think that should sort itself out after the first lap done then.
Interesting.
Good old R factor.
Maybe we can restart the timing tower or something. Graphics. I don't know.
Can do a refresh, but I don't think it's on us. No, that's from the server. I think it's gonna sort itself out when they cross the line again.
Another start. Let's see if Bradley Sellers can time it a bit better this time. There we have Magnussen back in the race. In 6th position. On the back straight again. Some people heating up their tires in the background. The last chicane. One single file. Let's see where he will restart it. Like Meunier.
Blowing it down once again.
Oh, Bradley Sellers quite a bit closer now to the restart zone. We
But
agree
did not
for this
help out
one.
his teammate there. Miller already under pressure from Luca Gray.
Ooh, and he's around.
I do not know who that is on. Not what you need into the first turn.
We really need a replay of this after the race. That looked terrible. They promoted Peter Schoenemann up to 3rd place. Coming through to the podium position with Magnussen right behind him. Out. More attempts between the leaders coming down the back straight.
Taylor's in the slipstream, he's very close.
Side by side.
I think this
Trying
time
to
he
go
might
down the
make
inside.
it, especially with the soft tires.
He goes down the inside. Clean move.
Nice and clean overtake. And Magnussen overtakes Luca Gray, but he's going wide and Luca Gray has a chance to come back through.
He does it. Nice move. But Magnussen trying to look back on the inside for turn 1. Oh, people, that won't work out.
Mobile from Luca Gray. Let's hope he comes.
Someone else going great. The 200 bird cards going a bit wide. Oh, what a rejoin right in front of the administrator of this league. Now behind Mike Bell. Mike Bell up to 6th already.
Sellers already building a bit of a gap there.
We have here.
See, we hardly made up 3 positions. Bell already made up 4 positions.
Back straight. Gray behind Bell. Can Gray do anything about Bell? Looking on the outside of him. Side by side, coming into the braking zone. They just can't stop touching. Around the outside, won't work. Bell defends it nicely on the inside there. Which now puts him under pressure from Nick Homewood right behind him. He's really looking.
Not
don't
gonna
think he
make it
can
into
make
turn
a-
1, I think. No.
Luca Grain not doing himself a favor. Covered under attack. This looks like. Was trying to attack. What has happened? Luca Gray side by side with Mike Bell again. Having a look. Thinking better of it. Onto the back straight.
Let's see
See?
if he chooses the inside this time around. He's very close. I think he might have the overspeed, but Bell only leaves open the outside. He might have enough.
But
Yeah, already done on the straight.
Now he has to defend the inside there, which he does. Doesn't let him go. Louis Hartley down the inside of Team Mark Horvath. Now being under attack, pushing the Toyota a bit wide. But everything worked out for them, so all good.
It looked like something as close as waving someone through as you can get without making it obvious. But that's why they're teammates.
I'm listen on the back of Shoni, man. Right looking. He's right in the range. If those two do anything, he can be there to benefit from it.
Luca
The
Gray with
background.
another mistake. Losing 2 positions.
Back straight. Magnussen trying to stuck up to Peter. Peter Schoenemann. Let's see. Background, we can also see a few cars really close. 1/10 between Homewood and
Can
Bell.
Homewood outbreak Bell here? And he slots him behind. Probably the
Smart
smarter move to not slow each other down too much there and get away from Gray a bit.
A good exit out to chicane, coming down to the start-finish straight. Very close to Mike Bell. Luca Gray running a bit wide.
And he got a penalty for it. Interesting.
Track limit penalty because we still have 2 less points.
I don't think he's got it 5 points just for that one cut, so there might have been some other points he already racked up.
It's only 1 point in this league.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Then it's definitely possible that it was just that one off track.
Found it out the hard way at Imola. This fight, I think, not as bad as it was. 5/10, they're on right. Magnussen.
I wonder if Sellers is just managing the gap and keeping his tires alive, or if Meunier is just waiting to see if the tires drove up and Homewood again with another try.
Can't do it. See if he can have the better exit again. Certainly looks like it. look at the run. He gets out of the last corner and he just can't go anywhere with it. It's weird. Ooh,
Wiggle.
unbreaking himself a bit. Opening the door for Luca Gray to go around the outside. And Luca Gray hits him and they are both off.
That's
Oh man.
the things that you don't want to see. We had it last race with Rockingham having a penalty and then barreling into two people, and now Luca Gray causing contact there while also having a penalty. Really not the smart stuff to do.
We hardly side by side. Going past. Number 11. Now behind number 43. Chicken Nugget car. Now let's see. On the back straight, 1/10 behind. Very close already. On the outside.
Should be able to make this take.
I think he will. Can't clear him. Doesn't really have the run. But now on the brakes. Louis Hartley able to clear himself.
Oh, that was
Didn't
close there. With
Running a bit wide
Sarema
up.
running into the back of Slovniak. Could have barreled them all three out there, but got away with it.
Luca Gray entering the pits for his penalty. Which really just shows how unnecessary that move was on Nick Homewood. Having that penalty anyways.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna fall back to the grid regardless, and if you just go out of the way when you have the first chance, it's probably the smartest thing to do, but R-Factor gives you 5 laps, so it's definitely up to you how you do it. And is that Nick Homewood? It
I think
looks
that's
like
Nick.
he is.
Still driving. Oh, DNF now for Nick Homewood. Darren Wright trying to fight Peter. Somewhere Darren Wright had to get past Magnussen. I think we missed that, if I'm not mistaken.
Not the best exit out of the chicane, so he's now closer to Magnussen than Schoenemann at the moment.
Schoenemann really holding his own there in P3 as of now. Darren Wright in the other number 11 car. In third position. Coming onto the back straight. 4 attempts behind.
He might
Wright.
be in the slipstream, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to do anything into the chicane this time around, but he's certainly getting closer.
Had a look, I thought better of it. Oliver Hargitay against Mike Bell.
I just shut the door on him there. Very robust defense.
Louis Hartley catching up to them. The two, as if in this current stage of the season, the two title rivals. The two favorites to take the crown. Bradley Sellers, Meunier also quite fast.
And just like that, we only have 2 more laps to go. That went by fast.
Hargitay still very close to Mike Bell. Going on to the back straight. 3 times the gap. 2 times the gap. Better exit. By him. Let's see if they can go side by side there in the background. As we now have Schoenemann fighting against Darren Wright on the outside.
Not sure if he needed to do the defensive line there, but it didn't hurt him anyway, and that's Bell off the track.
That's
And-
another car.
And Louis Hartley going through on both of them. Right, throwing it into turn 1. Ooh. How did they both survive that?
Takes it. Right. Oh, what are they doing? That's even for BTCC standards. That's a bit too much of touching.
As long as
Schoenemann
they're
should
able
be
to shake hands afterwards, then that's exactly what we want to see. But very tight stuff there, especially into turn 1.
That was great driving by both of them to keep the cars on track in that situation. Now, back straight, 3 times the gap. From Darren Wright to Peter Schoenemann. Catching up to him 2 times now. Let's see.
Throwing around
On
the outside
outside.
once again. Are they side by side now? No, not quite, I think. Schoenemann is gonna keep the position.
Very close.
Oh!
No, watch this! Oh.
Magnussen had a better entry into the first corner, tried to use the speed, but then ran out of room there into right, and that might give Schoenemann now the space he needs to keep P3 towards the end of the race.
A battle between Louis Hartley and Oliver Hargitay heating up in the background, saw them very close. Now let's focus on this.
Looks like the soft tires aren't degrading that much. Still 2.9 seconds ahead.
Now the gap. 4 times between Darren Wright, Peter Schoenemann, very close. See what they can do. Coming up to the chicane for one final time. 3 times the gap.
Zeller's
now
not
see.
quite in the finish it. Let's see if we can see a move from right. He tries it around the outside very late on the brakes. I don't think he's gonna make it. No, Schoenemann robust defense, and Bradley Sellers with the win.
Look, Meunier crossing the line in 2nd place. And further back. Peter Schoenemann holds on. Under constant attack this whole race from Chris Wright, Darren Wright, who finishes in 4th, and Ludwig Magnussen, who finishes in 5th.
I hope there's no bad blood between them.
It was great racing, but quite a bit of touching. Louis Hartley coming over the line, starting from the back of the grid, coming up to 6th. Great stuff. Hargitay in 7th, Bell in 8th. I'm in 9th, with Slovinak in 10th. Forward and
And
9th.
Horton.
What's this? Andy
spins
Horton.
out
Andy Horton.
on the last lap. Is he gonna get it going again? Did he? Oh, he's just
Oh no!
okay. Let's
And
do some
he's still
replays
there.
first.
Oh,
What do we have
let's
here?
see.
Oh, one moment. the first incident of this race.
Oh, what was that? Can you see the onboard from Luke Gray on this one?
Let's see. It's two Mela again. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not sure if there's enough overlap there, but that's something probably gonna get looked at after the race, so I'm not gonna make any judgment right now. Here.
interesting situation. Now the situation with Nick Homewood.
Same for here. I don't know if Luca came across or if Nick ran into him there.
That's the
Led to
situation that
Nick's
led to
DNFs here. Going wide, yeah. That's such
Ooh.
an easy thing to do in Road Atlanta. It's a little push from Seremo. And here the incident between Hargitay and Bell. Ooh, I don't see much Bell is doing wrong there. Hargitay is already steering into the braking zone. But maybe looking at after the race gonna make things look differently. Here the incident that gave Luca Gray the penalty, staying flat out over the grass. And now for the results.
Bradley Sellers taking a very deserved win in this round, with Leukmanier finishing second. After that great fight for the podium, Peter Schoenemann came out to be the third guy, with Darren Wright and Peter Magnussen in fourth and fifth. Louis Hartley, after starting from the back of the grid, driving a very great race there to end up in the sixth position. Obviously, he got a bit lucky with the incidents that happened, but he still had to be there to take advantage of it. Oliver Hargitay in seventh, with Mike Bell in eighth. So Hartley was able to gain a few points on Mike Bell, which is quite interesting. Alexander Sereimer in ninth position, with Jurika Slovinak running at the top 10.
Do we get? Oh, there we go.
Mark Horvath finishing in the 11th position, with Peter Neuendorf in 12th. Luca Gray, after all the stuff that happened, still in P14, so some points at least, with Cole McMillan in 14th. And I think Andy Horton will get that point for 15th because he did do enough distance, but I'm not too sure about that. Also, Andy Horton being the first one to DNF, with Nick Homewood and Noah Tuomela also having DNF'd.
Definitely throwing a spinner there into the KV86 team points, but then again, also the rookie monster cars are not all up there. So it probably equals out in this race.
Now, warm up for the second race. Actually, Peter Schoenemann and Darren Wright complimenting each other about that fight, so I think they are happy with what happened.
That's how it should be, and that's exactly what we want to see. don't know if we got a full server restart there. We're missing one person. Who would that be? I don't see Wright on there currently. Oh yeah, he left the race. Let's hope he's gonna be back in time for round 2 of the Schönemann Wright fight.
Let's see. Warm-up still going. It can only be a few more hours or something. We're hardly out on track, doing a few practice laps. Well, crucial for those on the soft tires, which are Slovinak, Neuendorf, Macmillan, Andy Horton, Oliver Hagetai, Magnussen, Louis Hartley, and Peter Schoenemann. Quite a lot of people in this race.
The trick is not gonna be as grippy as in the first race. That will probably affect the soft tires quite a bit more on the wear. And that's right back in the server.
So all 17 people back in here. Now let's see. Currently we have 9 people watching us. So that's something.
Any chat commenters?
We have a few people commenting in the chat, but not a lot happening as of now. But we're also just entering warm-up, so we should be able to go to the grid any second now.
Setting the grid in the warm-up. Let's see if we get a pass from Munir on Sellers the same way as we did in race 1, but then again they're both on the same tires for this race. Magnussen and Schoenemann on the soft tires gonna make it interesting for sure.
We should start, I guess. Would be great. Already some rain going on in the warm-up session there.
Do we
Seems
have
to be two
rain?
final one cars.
Oh, train. I understood train.
Yeah, train. I think that goes choo-choo. And we're on to the grid now. Luca Grain 13th. The grid being set by the previous race results, so for anyone who doesn't know.
Reverse order between the top two. Sellers leading this time. Then Munia and Schoenemann on P3. On the soft tires, so is Magnussen on P5. And Louis Hartley in P6, Archetype P7, so definitely quite a few cars that could make things interesting at the front.
Very interesting.
Onto the formation lap we go.
Setting off from the grid spots during that formation lap.
Hang on, I'm having some interferences here. I don't know what's happening right now. Ja, grüß Gott miteinander. Wir sind da.
Oh, mit Ehre, gell?
Ja, grüß dich. Ich hab gedacht, wir nehmen jetzt einmal den BTCC Broadcast und machen da eine internationale Variante, gell?
Das ist eine gute Idee, gell?
Wir
Das
sind
Schöne ist, das machen wir ja gleich so, dass selbst die Deutschen nicht verstehen, was wir jetzt eigentlich
Berlin.
schwatzen und weißt du, das ist jetzt wieder so eine Nischenveranstaltung.
Da machen wir schon gescheit, gell?
Ja,
Also, wir sehen da einen Sailors auf der 1, Munia auf der 2 und der Schönemann auf der 3. Alle schön lined up, sagt man im Englischen.
Ja, einen guten Single-File machen sie da. Hin und
Und
her fahren wie die Idioten, hey. Das ist
jetzt sind wir
unglaublich.
schon in der letzten Schikane. Schauen wir
Jetzt schauen wir mal. Jetzt kommen wir gleich wieder.
ob der Sellers da andere Varianten als der Munia fährt.
Ja, der darf ja nicht, gell, weil sonst
Ja,
gibt es
aber
ja gleich
das-
wieder Strafe. Da ist ja der Heimholz ist ja da recht.
Heimholz. Und
Wie was haben wir jetzt in der letzten Kurve? Jetzt geht's ab.
Haben wir welche da nebeneinander hinter die erste Kurve. Mein Abschluss wird Englisch beieinander. Hey. Sehr geordnet diesmal.
Ja, zumindest die ersten drei, was da hinten geht schon wieder ab, da wieder eine Tabelle, wie so man anders springt.
Jemand guten
Und da
Rasenmähen.
hinten ist schon wieder irgendein.
Schönemann. Ganz nah dran am Munia. Schauen wir mal, ob wir dann gleich jetzt da auf der Backstraight was sehen. Mit die Softreifen. Guter Exit. Doppelter
Schon was
Windschatten.
Wir
Ich
gucken schon
glaube,
an.
das wäre da so.
Aber ich glaube, dass der Monier, dass der gleich am Sellers dranhängt. Die sind beide in so einem sakramentischen Abstand. Ja, jetzt schauen wir mal.
Schönemann sagt sie.
Du in den Reihen.
Steckt nochmal zurück. Das ist glaube ich die gescheite Varianten gewesen da. Aber ist gleich ganz nah dran am Diffuser. Da sollte ein bisschen langsamer werden, nicht dass er dasselbe macht wie der Ray. Und
Ja,
hinten
das
geht
kann
der
jetzt schon wieder reichen.
Rambazamba. Sachsen, die.
Und da ein Mike Bell. Macht wieder Mike Bell Sachen da. Und Oliver Hageteil hinten dran. Und der Louis Hartley schaut auch schon wieder umeinander. Und was geht denn da hinten ab, hey?
Und schauen wir noch wieder nach vorne. Oder muss ja gleich neben Sellers, aber das wird ihm nicht einen guten Exit für die nächsten Kurven geben und dann wird er schon einmal gleich wieder an seinem Diffuser schnüffeln. Und da gleich dahinter der Wright ist jetzt überholt worden von Magnussen.
Jetzt schauen wir, der Monier ist schon wieder sehr nah dran. Sellers.
Das könnte was geben, aber außen wird's nichts und da hinten.
Ja, schaut
Bell.
außen, schaut er. Da wird nichts. Da haben wir Mike Bell und Oliver Hageteil.
Das haben wir
Was schon
vorher
wieder
schon mal
berühren,
gesehen
nichts
und
war.
da ist nicht gut gegangen, aber diesmal hat sie. Und was ist mit dem Sellers los? Verliert 2 Positionen.
Ganz schlecht, gell.
Da haben wir
Ich
schlecht
schätze, dass der wird.
umgeschalten.
Ja, das war jetzt nicht gut. Ja, ich kann mir vorstellen, dass der einfach ein bisschen weit gefahren ist.
Ja, schaut ganz so aus.
Schauen wir noch 2. Alte Kruzifixe.
Jetzt mit weiche Reifen und Korn hinten drauf. Schauen wir mal, ob wir da Ammonia das Leben schwer machen kann. Und er ist ganz nah drauf. Jetzt gleich nebeneinander, aber ich weiß nicht. Ja, doch, ja, genug Geschwindigkeit, glaube ich, da. Dass er da vorbeigeht.
Ist schon
Sauberer
vorbeigegangen.
Move. Jetzt nur noch auf der Back Straight vorne bleiben, dann schaut das gut aus.
Oh, schau mal hier, die ersten 5, da kannst du das Handtechel drüber schmeißen, wenn es pressiert. Denken alle nur an den Sieg da vorne, hey.
Das schaut gut aus für einen schönen Mann. Wir sind natürlich total unparteiisch, was das Ganze da angeht.
Endlich.
Das hat nicht gut ausgeschaut und jetzt kommt der Monier gleich wieder zurück, weil er da einen schlechten Exit hat und da ist die ganze Arbeit wieder dahin. Sellers ist auch gleich mit dabei. So schnell geht das.
Ja. Ja, das schmeckt schon was da hinten. Der Rest vom Feld schaut eher nach Zugfahren aus wie alles andere.
Aber der Sloweniak mit der schnellsten Rennung, ja, das ist voll nicht schlecht.
Auf P10. Jetzt schauen wir mal. 3 Zehntel der Abstand.
Monier mit einem Fehler.
Oh, schon wieder unter Druck.
Und der Schöne ist schon wieder da, am Diffusor. Schauen wir mal. Nein, noch nicht ganz.
Jetzt schauen wir mal.
Wir hatten einen besseren Exit, ja, das schaut ganz nach schönem Mann aus.
Eigentlich nicht.
Aber es klangt nicht, ich glaube eher, dass der Magnus einen kleinen Sellers überholt da.
Das schaut wahrscheinlich aus, so nah wie der jetzt da dran ist.
Geht nochmal zurück in den Windschatten rein und versucht es jetzt auf der Innenseiten.
Bin ich bloß da, gell?
Muss
ich
aber
auch
auf
nicht
der
sehen.
Bremsen passieren gleich. Schauen wir mal. Na, steckt zurück. Ist glaube ich die gescheitere Variante gewesen, hat nicht nur Auto neben Sellers gehabt. Aber jetzt nochmal in die letzte Kurve. Das ist ein gewagter Move. Oh, da hätte es fast geschmissen. Bist du deppert. Das der Ösi sagen. Und jetzt hat er
Jetzt kommt der Darren Wright.
Sellers auch noch gleich überholt von Wright. Ganz knappe Geschichte. Und wen haben wir
das
da?
passt
Der
jetzt.
Louis Hartley mit Mike Bale. War nicht schlecht.
Nee, das ist nicht unbedingt einer, wo mit dem Druck so umgehen kann. Schatzi.
Ja, schauen wir mal. Wright hat einen schlechten Exit gehabt, der Bell, der hat da gleich versucht durchzugehen und der Hartley. Das wird eng,
ist schon
aber
mit drin in dem Loch.
zwei
ey.
Leute in einer Kurve. Das fühlt sich ganz schlecht an.
Das ist aber voll Stinker, das kannst du dir nicht vorstellen.
Und jetzt auch gleich noch so weit zurückgefallen, dass er nicht einmal mehr einen Windschatten von denen so hat. Wen haben wir da? Der Harvard Mark. Ich weiß jetzt gar nicht, wer da vorbeigeht, aber ich glaube, es ist der Harvard Mark, der da am Sloveniak vorbeigeht.
Genau so ist es.
Auf der Grauen, schön sauber vorbeigefahren. Und dann hinten der Luca Gray mit dem Turmela, das ist ja beim letzten Rennen. Oh! Ist das eine Revanche? Weiß man nicht. Muss man nicht so sehen.
Kleines Liebesdatschel war das mir nicht.
Ja,
Das ist die nicht so einsteigen.
das ist halt BTCC, gell? Und vorne, schauen wir
Ja,
mal.
13.
Der Schonemann ist wieder näher dran, glaube ich.
Ja, das Messer hat eigentlich gewinnen. Der ist schon schneller eigentlich mit
Aber
seinen weichen Reifen.
ich glaube schon, dass die weichen Reifen in dem Rennen jetzt mehr abfallen, weil es halt nicht so grippy ist und dann hast du mehr Abrieb von den Reifen, gell? Schauen wir mal.
Aber das gleiche hast du mit dem Medium A, das kannst du vielleicht wieder ausgleichen.
Ja,
Das ist ja
jetzt
aber wirklich.
haben wir schon einen Mittelpunkt vom Rennen erwischt, gell?
Geil.
So viel Zeit
Steckst du
ist
da
nicht
rein?
mehr. Und der Hartley,
Ja.
gleich daneben am Bell, ich glaube, da hinten wird gleich was passieren. Ja, er ist in seinem Diffuser mit die weicheren Reifen auch noch. Schauen wir mal. Aber der Bell wird wahrscheinlich auch wieder nur die Außenseite zogen und da ist halt schwierig vorbeizufahren.
Naja, das wäre ihnen schon ein Haufen Blut, gell? Kann da schon einstechen, wenn er will.
Ja, hat es nicht ganz geschafft. Aber jetzt der Schönemann ganz nah da, aber in
Ein Zehntel.
die erste Kurve ist halt schwierig. Aber wenn er
In den
jetzt...
Reihen
Na,
schaut.
macht er nicht. Das ist die gescheitere Variante. Es ist halt da schwierig, so weit durchzufahren. Und jetzt ist er Magnussen auch mit dabei. Der hat auch die weicheren Reifen drauf. Also, es ist spannend. Überall im Feld.
Bleibt spannend bis zum Ende, sagte ich.
Das glaube ich ja.
4 Zehntel der Abstand. Ein bisschen weit raus.
Aber gut, Geschwindigkeit mitgenommen.
Ja, die Kurven sind halt jetzt brisant. Haben wir
Der Hartley ist am Bell
Du bist
vorbei. Weil
weg.
ist das passiert? Das haben wir auch nicht gesehen.
Schau hier. 2 Zehntel.
Ah, ich
aber
glaube,
er
jetzt
muss
wird
schauen,
der
dass
Magnussen. Ich glaube, der Magnussen wird es ihm da abholen. Ja,
Oh,
da sind die
Taktik.
Teamspielchen beieinander. Auf der Wiesen.
jetzt haben die aber selber da ein bisschen ausgespielt. Das Schach war jetzt
Ja,
nicht
jetzt
gut
schauen wir
gespielt.
mal. Kann der Schönemann.
Bonk. Oh, leck. Das war jetzt nicht schön.
Sauber gehalten. Das bringt der Munja aber ein bisschen Zeit.
Kann jetzt genau lange. Das kann jetzt genau der Abstand sein, wo der Monier sich jetzt wieder ein bisschen konzentrieren
Vor
kann.
allen,
dass
ja,
der
vor allen
Fahrer
Dingen, wenn der
das
Magnussen da gleich weitermacht mit dem Angreifen.
Magnussen kann schon irgendwie die Kurven immer ein bisschen länger fahren. Ne? Ich glaube, der hat seinen Reifen ein bisschen besser im Griff.
Wir haben einen Unfallsound. Wen hat es da erwischt? Können wir jetzt nicht anschauen, weil es ist zu spannend hier. Und da hinten ist der Louis Hartley mit einem besseren Exit als der Sellers und hat ihn gleich
Der ist
gekriegt vor der
Chris
Kurve
Wright.
sauber.
Darren Wright. Wechseln, gell? Wright war jetzt ein bisschen weit da in der Kurve. Ein bisschen die Wand
Und jetzt kommt der
touchiert.
Magnussen. Gleich hinten dran. Welche Seiten wird der Schönemann ihm geben? Außenseiten.
Logisch.
Aber das wird... Ja, schaut nicht ganz so aus, als wäre jetzt eine einfache Geschichte für Magnussen. Ich glaube, der Schönemann werden dann nochmal Runden abhalten und das hilft natürlich auch gleich am Hartley, gell? Dass er da hinten da ist und schaut, da wie es zusammen sind beieinander.
Hartley wird jetzt natürlich offen,
Jetzt sind die letzten Kurven.
Innen drin.
Lasst euch Platz, Burm.
Schau das so. Jetzt ist er vorbei, der Magnussen am
Und der
Schönemann.
Hartley ist auch noch am Schönemann vorbei, nur wahrscheinlich durchgelassen. War die gescheite Varianten da, gell. Luca Gray. Oh, was ist denn das für ein Backel da?
Schau hier.
Haha,
Das war eine leichte Berührung.
das
Oder
war
Luca
schon
Gray ein
hart.
bisschen Penalty
Das war
für
schon
Hartley.
Da muss
Louis
irgendwo
Hartley
das
mit
Glas
dem
gefahren
Penalty.
sein. Das ist natürlich schlecht. Und was haben wir dafür unter? Wer steht da in der Wiesen? Das darf der Hartley gewesen sein.
Schau so aus.
Eieieiei.
Weit. Ah, ein gebrauchtes Rennen. Das müssen natürlich nicht sehen in der Situation.
Und das ist der Mike Bell am Magnussen da und geht daneben. Jetzt schauen wir mal, was da wird. Irgendwas muss da
wieder auf
passiert sein.
2.
Irgendwas muss da gewesen sein zwischen Magnussen und Hartley. Schätze ich mal. Magnussen, Bell. Lasst euch Platz, Burm. Und der Hageteil geht jetzt auch durch am Magnussen.
Von P2 auf P6 in einer Runde. Das
Wohl
wollen
letzte
wir halt so
Runde.
warten
Ich
jetzt.
glaube, der Munir hat den Sack zugemacht jetzt schon mit dem Abstand für 2 Runden.
Hier ist vorne jetzt erstmal. Wir können entspannen. Der muss einfach nur zu Ende fahren. Hartley an der Box. Hoffe absitzen. Hilft ja nichts.
Das ist natürlich
wieder.
ganz schlecht fürs Reverse Grid jetzt da außerhalb zum seiner. Ich glaube bis P12 geht es maximal oder 15, weiß ich jetzt gerade nicht.
Ja, ich glaube 15 war es.
Aber das werden wir dann gleich sehen nach dem Rennen.
Ja, hoffentlich, ey.
Jetzt schauen wir mal, Hageteil und Böll, ob sich die wieder so in die Ohren kriegen.
Na, da ist er zu weit
Hageteil
weg.
schaut.
Das war bloß, hallo, ich bin da. Schauen wir mal in den Rückspiegel rein und
Aber schau dir mal den Ausgang an, dass der jetzt der Zeit gewonnen hat. Hey. So ist es.
aber ist nicht noch nur drin für T1, glaube ich.
Ja, weiß ich nicht. Da geht's zwischen denen zwei ist alles Mögliche.
Das ist schon
Die Kinder
richtig.
sind jetzt recht darstellen.
Und kann er sich daneben setzen? Er probiert es zumindest. Oh,
Oh, hinten blockiert der Mike Bell.
Reifen in der Luft. So mögen wir sehen, die Touring-Autos.
Oh, schau das an, 3 Zehntel.
Der Muni hat sogar nur seinen Vorsprung ausgebaut jetzt in der letzten Runden. Sauber von wegfahren. Nur einmal die Position verloren gehabt, aber dann gleich in der nächsten Kurve wieder zurückgeholt gehabt und seitdem sauber vorne weggefahren.
Nicht schlecht, ey. Das war eine gute Performance.
Ich bin aber schon gespannt auf ein paar Wiederholungen, das sage ich da schon.
Jetzt wird. Es geht da hinten noch nix. Was machen die zwei?
Torwart gegen
Torwart und
Magnussen.
Magnussen. Ja, wird auch nix.
Na.
Also probiert, aber.
Und der Muni über die Linie für den verdienten Sieg.
Unser Boss, der P2. Sellers, Böll und Hageteil.
Right, nur in P12, das haben wir gar nicht mitgekriegt, wie der so hinuntergefallen ist.
Ja, der ist einmal in der schnellen Links nach den S's ist er mal ein bisschen rausgefahren. Oder ein bisschen Zeit verloren.
Das ist natürlich suboptimal, gell?
Ja, das ist nicht gut.
So, da.
Wow!
Zwei Leute.
Beide! Ey, das
Wunderschön.
kann bloß
Das-
wieder so eine feine One-Sache gewesen sein.
Das glaube ich ja. Das was choreografiert. Sagt man,
Ja,
glaube ich.
das
Da.
war jetzt gut, war das.
Und
Der Cole
schauen wir
Macmillan,
mal.
P6.
Replays.
Jetzt schauen wir uns mal die Replays an. Jetzt bin ich gespannt.
Das wäre immer. Oh, ouchies. Das war, glaube ich, in der ersten Runde.
Diese.
Dann haben wir ein Holzhausel. Batsch an der Wand diesmal.
Sieht man auf der anderen Seite.
Und was haben wir da jetzt?
Hartley Louis.
Dafür hat er die Strafe gekriegt. Dafür, dass er da abgeschnitten hat. Das hat ihm nicht einmal eine Sekunde, Zehntel gebracht, glaube ich, aber mei, so schaut's aus.
Ja,
Und
aber
was
das war
passiert
der
dann?
Faktor.
Batsch, beide nacheinander in die Wand. Nein. Mei, oh mei, oh mei.
Es ist natürlich unglücklich. Was haben wir jetzt da?
Ah, da hat der Holzhausel hat uns wieder einen Saft abgedreht. Ah nein, der Server ist zusammengefallen, ja mei. Das ist natürlich dann schlecht, gell. No, aber immerhin haben wir noch die Results, gell. Nachdem du das so gut
Also,
gemacht hast bis jetzt, gib wieder die Ehre.
mir ist egal. Also, wird man je nach 12 anstrengenden Runden auf P1 gelandet. Peter Schonemann auf P2. Das zweite Podium an dem Event. Ich glaube, so gut ist der sein Letter noch nicht gefahren. Mit Brady Sellers auf P3. Mike Bell auf 4 vor Hagetai. Magnussen auf 6 vor Harvard und Gray. Slowiniak auf P9 und Neuendorfer auf P10. Nur Trumello nach dem DNF in der ersten Runde, in dem ersten Rennen, diesmal auf P11 vor Darren Wright. Andy Horton auf 13 vor Nick Holzheisel. Louis Hartley auf 15. Und Cole Macmillan auf P16. Das einzige DNF in dem Rennen war tatsächlich nur der Alexander Sereimer.
Das Reimer Alex. Mei. Aufgelaufsblick, gell. So, dann schauen wir mal, was haben wir da Schönes auf dem Rail.
Jetzt schau hin.
Und los geht die Fahrt.
Ach, egal.
Ja, P15
Und
ist
wir
dabei, aber wir
werden
haben P11.
P11. Das ist natürlich
Mei.
schon voll für dieses 17 Auto Grid. Kannst du sagen, was du willst?
Ja, das wird interessant. Mal näher auf 11. Wer ist denn dann der Glückliche?
Der Turo Meller.
Na, hoffentlich endet das nicht so wie beim ersten Mal, aber ich glaube, der Luca Gray ist nicht in der Nähe diesmal, gell?
Ja, das ist vielleicht auch besser.
Ja, schaut ganz so aus.
Jetzt kann man ja offen reden, weil das verstehen das ja eh alle nicht, gell?
Okay.
Ja, jetzt können wir da drüber herziehen über die Leute, das ist unglaublich.
Geh weiter. Dieses komische Server-Suchfunktion ist so kaputt seit dem letzten Update. Das ist unglaublich.
Da musst du erst mal eine Stunde warten, bis er alle gelohnt hat, sonst.
Und dann gibst du
wieder.
die Suche ein und dann schmeißt du trotzdem wieder alle raus, obwohl es bloß eine bestimmte Anzahl haben möchtest.
Deswegen habe ich
Das
die
ist-
ganzen Server habe ich in die Favoriten mit drin, gell?
Ja,
Das
aber dann
ist-
ändert sich wieder die IP und dann
Ja,
ist
okay.
wieder was anderes.
Ja, da ist der Remco schon dahinter.
Aber dann.
Auf jeden Fall wurden wir anscheinend irgendwie erkannt, gell? Weil einer von uns stammt ja aus der Oberpfalz, gell? Mindestens einer.
Ja, das hat
Das
sich
wurde
schon so angehört, dass das nicht sauberes Oberbayerisch, sondern mehr pfälzerisch ist, gell?
Ah, mein hilft nichts, gell? Kann nichts machen, gell?
Da wo der Hund bellt. Ein Apfelsaft.
Du, ich bin ja bloß froh, gell, dass ich nicht so rede wie die Leute in Tirschenreit, gell, die kannst du überhaupt nicht verstehen. Das ist brutal.
Ja, da möchte man lieber nicht begraben sein, gell?
Ja, das ist nichts.
Haben wir irgendwelche Kommentare, Zuschriften
Ja,
von Zuschauern?
der Nick H., der möchte mit Karte zahlen. Ganz natürlich.
Das ist schon ganz schlecht, aber bei uns gibt es nur Bar. Nur Bares ist Wahres.
Gott, der wird jetzt ein 10er rüberüberweist, gell, dann kann man wieder auf Englisch wechseln, aber ich glaube,
Ja.
das ist nix. Das ist nix. Der wird schon wieder keinen 10er haben für uns. Glaubst du das? Der Herr von und zu Holzheidel.
Der Holzheidel Nick. Der schöne Mobi da.
Wie ist das schöner ist das? Wenn man so die Bütteln sieht von eng zu auf der Nordschleife, das ist halt einfach eine Bereicherung für.
Okay.
Das ist schon schön eigentlich.
Das ist jetzt
Gerade
schon
mit
wieder
dem,
2 Jahre her, glaube ich. Mei. Und dann sind wir da im Stau gestanden und haben gerade noch die letzte Runde nochmal reingekriegt. Dann haben wir zurückfahren müssen, weil schon die Nordschleife zugemacht haben. Das war schon ein bisschen schade, weil eigentlich wollte ich da nur eine Runde fahren, wo wir es doch offen haben, gell? Das ist halt noch mal was anderes. Aber mei, irgendwann mal.
ja, ich fahre auf jeden Fall dieses Jahr wieder hin. Mal wieder
Ja, ich bin
mitfahren.
nicht ganz in der Nähe, gell?
Ja, ich weiß schon.
Da wird es ein bisschen schwierig. Aber vielleicht schaue ich bei Imsa vorbei mit Ohio. Das ist auch eine schöne Strecken.
Das war genau der Grund, warum jetzt ich sagen darf, darum wird es sich lohnen, in die USA zu ziehen. Kannst ständig NASCAR schauen, kannst IMSA schauen, das ist schon geil eigentlich.
Ja, das ist schon richtig. Aber günstig ist halt auch nicht, gell? Weil du hast das Wochenendticket in Mid-Ohio ist ja nicht einmal die beste Strecke, die es auf dem Imsa-Kalender gibt. Da kostet sie gleich mal $85, gell? Das ist halt schon eine Hausnummer.
Aber wenn du sagst, ein Wochenendticket für Nordschleife 24 Stunden kostet auch schon irgendwie so den Preis, aber halt in Euro. Muss man sich wieder umrechnen.
Ja, das ist dann sogar noch ein bisschen teurer in Dollar. Nicht mehr viel mittlerweile.
Das ist schon derb eigentlich. Aber für,
Ja.
für den Preis kannst du halt eigentlich auch nichts sagen, gell? Weil das ist halt trotzdem relativ hohe Meisterschaft. Schaust du da nicht irgendwelche Amateurfahrer zu? Außer vielleicht den im Ligier LMP2. Aber ansonsten.
Wobei die ja schon letztes Mal nicht so schlecht waren. Gell, glaube ich P3 oder 4
Warte mal, das hat irgendwer hat das gepostet.
in Sebring, gell, war das.
Nein,
In Florida.
aber das mal nicht.
Oh, sind wir schon wieder alle beieinander, gell? Schauen wir mal, wo wir dann ins Warm-up gehen.
Das war ja doch mal eine Idee, gell? Wird das ans Fahren?
Ja,
Sebring.
nicht schlecht.
Der Ligier ist kein schlechtes Auto nicht. Der Orica ist halt
Ja.
einfach besser. Ist ja das.
Wann haben wir da eigentlich das nächste Rennen in der Imsa? Der wird bald schon wieder so weit sein,
Das
oder?
Wochenende, gell?
Das war
Glaub
halt.
Ich glaube schon. Mit den
Ja,
Long Beach.
hast schon recht. Long Beach. Ja.
Mit nur den Hypercars und für dieses Jahr die Änderung, gell? Da fahren sie bloß mit die GTD Pro-Am. Die Pros fahren gar nicht mit.
Und die LMP2?
Ah, nicht.
Mei, was
Also
sind das
bloß
für
Hypercar und GT. Ja, ich glaube, auf Long Beach ist das aber schon besser.
Oh mei. Stolz euch nicht so.
Ja, ich war gerade auch dafür, dass man da gleich mit. Vielleicht noch GT4 mit dazu haut, weißt du. LMP2,
Ja.
LMP3, GT4,
Und
GT3,
dann Dacia Logan.
ein Dacia Logan sowieso. Der Nick H. Der schreibt
Was
schon
meint
wieder.
denn schon
Geil.
wieder?
Meine Wohnmobile hast meinen Dinosaurier gegessen.
Das ist natürlich ein Problem, ja.
Das ist schon tragisch. Oh, Sakrament, das hat sich schon wieder
So,
gelohnt heute, sage ich dir.
solange sein Wohnmobil nicht seine Dinosaurier Nuggets ist, dann ist er, glaube ich, ganz okay dabei. Das war halt für ihn schlimmer.
Ab gestern habe ich wieder Dino-Nuggets gegessen, geil. Die waren
So,
gut.
aber
Ah, die waren- Ich glaube, das versteht er. Das kann er schon hören. Aber das will er nix, da will er nichts dazu schreiben. So ein
ja,
Zeitl. Wenn es um
ist schon wieder
Dino-Nuggets geht.
voll beschäftigt. Die sind nicht zum Hauen. Ah, wir gehen zum Quali und dann gleich zum Warm-up und dann haben wir gleich wieder nächste Runden, gell?
Das war ja mal eine Idee.
Da bin ich jetzt mal gespannt, was wir da für Grid beieinander haben. Mit, oh, ich habe ihm nicht einmal gesagt, was er für Grid-Position da hat zum Reverse Grid. Aber er hat es ja
Nein.
wahrscheinlich eh gesehen.
Ja, das werden wir jetzt dann schon sehen.
Ja,
Das haben wir ja
schaut
Formationsrunde.
gut aus.
Ja, schau hier. Der Tumella auf Pole. Hey,
Nicht
hat sich schon
schlecht,
wieder
nicht
Hände für ihn.
schlecht.
Das ist schon. Oh, Luca Gray auf 4. Hm.
Und wen haben wir da jetzt dafür die weichen Reifen?
Das kann ich da sogar ganz
Der
genau sagen.
Munier, der Gray, der Bale, der Horvath und der Walladu, der ist ja nicht einmal dabei.
Da wissen wir schon, der Walladu fährt nicht, der Zielinski fährt nicht. Ich fahre nicht. Und nur irgendeiner. Jetzt schau hier. Stehen sie alle da. So sauber werden die Autos nicht mehr ausschauen, wenn sie so
No.
kommen, gell? Das glaube ich nicht.
Neuendorf auf 2, das hat er sich wahrscheinlich auch nicht ausgerechnet gehabt, dass das halt passiert. Und es regnet. Schau so, die Scheibenwischer sind noch.
Hätte ich doch mitfahren sollen, hä?
Ja.
Das war jetzt interessant gewesen.
Schaut noch nicht so nass aus auf der Strecke, aber schauen wir mal ob. Es wird ja wieder eine interessante Tour. Flashbacks zu Rockingham, gell?
Ja, das ist schon immer gegen. Aber ich mir gedacht, ich probiere es, können auf die Regenreifen wechseln. Dann hat das Regen
Ja.
aufgehört. Das war nicht
So
so.
läuft das heute, gell?
Aber das war echt geil. Ich bin in der Box drin gestanden und ich fahr raus und wie ich rausfahre, hört das Regen auf.
Ja, mei.
Das war nicht,
Da
das war nicht
denkst
so
du,
gut.
der beißt da wohl, gell?
Ja, da heißt mir aber richtig wohl.
So, ich glaube jetzt, da tut schon wieder jemand probieren, wieder seinen Broadcast zurückzukriegen. Da so viel Zeit werden wir nicht mehr haben, liebe Leute. Deswegen war schön vielleicht, gell? Vielleicht zickt man sich mal wieder. Wenn,
War echt geil.
ja, falls die anderen Standard-Kommentatoren ausfallen, dann gibt es schon eine Chance, dass wir mir wieder dabei sind. Und deswegen bis zum nächsten Mal. Wie sagt man da so schön, Weidmanns Heil? Ich glaube nicht, das hat was mit Motorsport zu tun, aber mei.
Nein. Glück auf. Gut Schuss.
Glück auf. Alter, das ist ja sowas von preisig.
Nee, das ist. Classic one.
Sorry for that, viewers. We are back. Someone
I think that was a bit
hijacked
of
the
a viewer.
broadcast there.
Yeah.
And
Now,
we're
race
back
3 time.
for race 3. It's raining.
Noah Turmella.
Leading the race, Neuendorf P2, Sloniak P3.
I think he accelerated too early there on the restart.
That's gonna be looked at post-race probably.
And that will be a report.
Let's see how everyone is gonna hold up in these very tricky conditions. I mean, the track is already tricky enough, and now with the rain it's only gonna get worse.
Turmella's low. Neuendorf was able to catch up a bit through the S's.
Sloniak
Brain
right
working in the background.
in his diffuser. Will we see a move here? Not yet.
Take a look at this. We're on to the back straight. Very close.
Turmella is always gonna be the guinea pig now for the conditions, so he definitely has the hardest seat on the track right now. Ray trying around the outside of Sloniak.
He's trying.
Is he gonna make it
fully.
stake? Yes, he
can.
is, and Torwart.
Lurking.
Ooh! That was close.
Trying
could have
out,
been
trying out the
golden.
motorcycle racing technique. Didn't work. Oh, Horvath doing a bit of rallycross. Not ideal. But is able to stay in front of Rakitai.
What did you say?
Horvath was doing a bit of rallycross, but it's able
Someone
to...
had a crash,
Oh,
and that
this-
is Turmella. He's in a very
About what
bad
the
spot
point
there.
of the lead.
Thankfully, most were able to avoid it, and now we have a surprise leader with Neuendorf.
Viper's
This is why
still
we do
joining
reverse
us.
grids. I'm surprised Magnussen wasn't able to stick with Grader. He was much closer coming out of the corner than he is now.
Oh, look at this, very close.
Oh,
Just
that
not
might
finished straight.
work for
Race side
Gray.
to side. Let's see if this time he can do it.
It's very tricky there already with
Inside.
the rain being offline. That's 3 position gone in one corner. For Sloniak. And now Gray is going after Neuendorf. Mooney are not able to make much in-row yet. Only gained 1 position from P11. I think Gray gonna have the better pace compared to Neuendorf. And we might already see a change for the lead down into the chicane now.
Very close.
Who's there to brave later on the slippery track?
Well, Luca Gray will certainly try it. I don't think
Nice
he can.
defense from Neuendorf there.
Just gotta remember who he's fighting. 1/10 now, very close. Can he make the move again?
I don't
Neuendorf with
think
the
it's gonna
fastest
work
lap.
through the outside there. Oh, but it becomes the inside and Gray's probably gonna go through here. No, he's
Not yet.
braking. Oh, Neundorf is off. Make sure not to gain a penalty there.
Mark Horvath.
Horvath overtaking Magnussen in the background. That's not something I expected to see, to be honest. And the Nagi car is around.
Nugget car. What a sentence. Mark Horvath.
Under
Very
pressure from
close.
Magnussen now.
If I was Magnussen, I would bump draft Horvath in front of Neuendorf. I think they are both faster than him.
Somehow he's not able
125.
to use his speed to go by Horvath here.
But Neuendorf able to hold his own there against the people he's racing. Louis Hartley with a fastest lap.
Groneman challenging Bell, and right behind him is still Munier. Good exit from Schoenemann. And Neundorf trying to challenge Ray, who probably had a bad exit out of that corner. And he sends it.
Inside.
He might make things easier for Horvath.
Look at Magnussen. Take a look at what Magnussen could do now. Gently go up to P2 if he wants.
Keep it clean, boys. Groneman overtaking Bell in the background. Or not? Must have gone wide there.
Very close the gap to the leader.
What a lead. Neundorf then. Not gonna help with his speed.
Magnussen not making any moves right now.
Ooh.
He does make a move and it's a very bad one.
I don't know who closed the door on whom there, but that's an interesting pack round the straight now.
Oliver Harkitay up to third all of a sudden.
Neundorf trying to go on Horvath. Gonna become the outside. Not gonna make it sticker now. Who's that coming through? Mike Bell. Also overtaking. And only 5 more laps to go. Is that gonna be a penalty for Neundorf?
There might be. I hope not.
Probably only 0.5 if he got anything. Harkitay and Magnussen fighting with each other. And Gray 4 seconds into the lead now, and that... Oh, that's not how I expected Harkitay to take that corner. Backwards is probably not the best way.
Raining quite a lot now. Look at this rain. Harkitay and Horvath both out of the session. Slovinak and Tumala in the pits. Actually doing a pit stop. I think they are trying to go on the wet tires. With how long the pit stop is, I don't know if that will work out for them.
Yeah, no, the track doesn't still look wet enough, so...
LT for Miller.
Probably speeding in the pit lane, so that even worse. Bell, Munir and Hartley all right next to each other now. All the current title contenders. And Hartley going for the move on Munir. Gonna have the inside, but it's gonna become the outside again. That's the beauty of Road Atlanta.
Luca Gray, meanwhile, 7 seconds in front. How did he build up such a gap? Great stuff.
Can Sellers make the move stack now on Magnussen? Looks like he has the speed to make it stick before the corner. No, there's side by side. Going around the outside is always tricky, especially in the rain now. That's not how you leave space for your fellow competitor there.
Putting out both of the...
And Louis Hartley says, thank you very much, taking 3 cars into 1 corner. Let's see what Sellers can do now. With Magnussen out of the way.
Hartley's charging hard.
Oh, he's right on his back now.
He seems to have figured out how to drive in the rain with those cars.
And around the outside is always gonna leave him vulnerable, I feel like. But actually he makes me eat my words there.
He makes it work. Great stuff. Well, Louis Hartley.
And Munir not able to use the great run he had out of there because he's getting boxed in by Sellers. Can he go by Sellers at least? Nope. Sticks his nose back in behind Sellers. What a race! Especially considering the conditions.
It seemed to have stopped raining a bit.
No more wipers.
But Louis Hartley charging hard, really fast.
7 seconds now for Grado.
Yeah,
That should be in the back. Munir next to Sellers again.
Watch the two small power cars switch positions coming to the finish line.
Is there gonna be some bump drafting going on now? And the rain is back. Hardly already 2 seconds up the road now. Impressive stuff within a lap.
Oh, but they're fighting back there, so...
Ooh, Meunier almost losing it into turn 1.
Well, has to open up the gap a bit. They want to switch positions again, like in Rockingham.
I don't think you're gonna have the time this time around. Let's see what Meunier can still do. Not trying it around the outside this time around, is it? That's a
the touch.
very interesting move there. I don't think Bell is gonna be happy with that one.
He certainly won't be. Look like Gray. Going through the final chicane. What do we have back here?
We wide. Keep it clean, boys.
Let's keep the cameras on this for now. On the inside.
Luca Gray with P1. Ooh. Can Bell make it work? No. Also in the background, right. Almost being in 2 wheels. Where's Turmella? Oh, he's there. I thought he would be further back still. Oh, Sarima is the one being back the furthest. Time for some replays, I would say.
True.
What do we have? Miller with the issue that cost him P1. I think he stayed in position there, even though it's a blind spot for everyone coming up the hill there. That's probably the best outcome that we could have had. Same spot, this time the Nagi car.
It's always sad seeing the Nagi car.
And Homeward makes it 3 times in 3 races into the same corner.
Not bad.
Oh!
Ooh!
And a unsafe
This time with a
rejoin
baby.
possibly.
He managed to make the other 2 races look better. Con Macmillan, a bit of a spin, all by himself. To Mella.
Oh, we saw that one. What happened to Schoenemann there? Too deep. Sensible rejoin. Ooh. I'm not sure who didn't leave space for whom there.
It's interesting.
Hang up.
Roll up for the race control to the side.
Unfortunately. Anything else we have? Or they're somehow being pushed off and still benefiting from it. maybe benefiting you too much, a bit too much from that even. Okay, time for the results.
Now let's see. Luca Gray in nabbing the first win of the season for Hunter Birch, the reigning champions. I think Ed will be very happy with that result, especially with how the other driver of that car fared. Louis Hartley in second place after a terrific drive in the rain, followed by Bradley Sellers running at the podium. Patrick Magnussen in fourth, with Mike Bell in fifth, Mark Meunier in sixth, Darren Wright in seventh, Peter Schoenemann in eighth, Peter Neuendorf, after everything that happened to him, still in ninth, with Andy Horton rounding out the top 10. Paul McMillan in 11th place ahead of Alexander Sereimer. Jurka Slovinak finishing in 13th, with Noah Turmella in 14th, both a lap down after their pit stop shenanigans. Oliver Hargitay and Mark Horvath with a DNF after their collision. And Nick Homewood, another DNF. The second one of the weekend, I think.
Yes, 3 times the same ball in 3 races. Not how you win races. Time for some interviews. How about starting with Luca Gray there? Hello, Luca.
Hello.
Congratulations on your win in that last race. You did the team very proud, at least me, being the teammate. I think Ed will be happy with that. Talk us through it.
Oh, it was interesting, that final race. It was very fun, though. Yeah, I saw me and Oliver in a VC together, and we saw the rain just starting just before the lights went out. But we decided to go on slicks, which was the right decision in the end. But when it started raining, wow, that was interesting. With what do you call it? Graining tires, let's say, in the soft with ballast on. It was interesting with the rain. It was fun. It was fun. And then when I got ahead, got a massive gap somehow. I guess they were just battling really hard behind me. And then that's about it, I think. Didn't push towards the end. Nice, easy win.
Yeah, you definitely benefited from the people behind each other, fighting each other. And that made it easier for you not to push it too much, I guess. Otherwise, if you're P1 in the rain, then you're always the one who goes over the rain as first person, and that's tricky, but yeah. Good win all around. And
yeah,
especially after the other 2 races not going your way that much.
Yeah, it was a fun race. Even though the other 2 didn't go that well, they were still fun. Mostly clean racing, but you know, sometimes contact happens. That's it.
Yeah. Let's get another race winner in here, like Munia. Hello, Loic.
Oh,
Tricky race today, but a nice win in the Yes, in the first one did you win? I have forgotten.
Second,
Yeah,
Bradley
second.
won. He did a good race control and everything.
Yeah, I was thinking how the soft's gonna drop off, but it seemed like it wasn't that bad in the first one, but with the second race when all the rubber is gone, it makes it trickier, of course, for the softs.
And then race 3, I had Max Ballast, so the soft were basically giving me the same pace as medium.
Yeah, race 3 was interesting. Like the whole race,
Yeah.
one big battle pack. Basically, position swept every lap.
Yeah,
It was fun to watch.
it was very fun. I tried a move on Bell and it resulted in a contact, so I just sat myself and gave the position at the end of the straight. I was wondering if that was going to be penalty worthy, but
Only if it gets reported, but I didn't see anything that should get reported.
Okay.
Let's see.
I will want to have a look. I will want to have a look at something regarding the final uphill, but if you don't think that's penalty worthy, that's just fine.
Yeah, I mean, from the broadcast, I couldn't look at it that much, but let's see.
Hey, if no one complains,
Yeah.
finally a calm round.
I would hope so, yeah. But
Fuck's sake.
good racing for sure. Then, last but not least, Mr. Hartley. Hello, Louis.
Hello.
Interesting race from you there. Nice bottle drop in race 2.
Thank you very much. I might have cut turn 2 tiny bit and
Yeah,
got a
I saw that.
penalty immediately. That didn't go great, but then I sort of followed someone off. I think it might have been Patricker. Like 2 corners later,
Yes.
immediately crashed, got loads of damage, so I would have been out of it regardless. But it's fine because I got a grand total of 2 points before penalties, because 1 point for the high finish of 15th and 1 point for fastest lap. The other races went better at least, but still not brilliant.
Well, but in the third race, you made it work then from, what was it, P14 or something? P15 to P2?
Started-
That's not bad.
Yeah, started P15, finished P2. I held the fastest lap for a while. I think I kept it, but I didn't check at the end. Yeah, there was a massive, huge battle going on from like P2 all the way down to about P8 or something. I don't know, it's just a guess. I got onto the back of that, overtook maybe 2 or 3 cars, and then everyone else very kindly drove into each other and let me pass at the chicane. So
Yeah, we thought we wanted to give you something.
That's very nice of you, yeah. I could really have done with those points, so it's helped, but I'm guessing you're going to take quite a big championship lead after that, and I will be dropping even
Because-
further behind.
You'll fuck me up next race one.
Ah, yeah, that's a good point, yeah. Well, I mean, that's agreed then. Like, I have a terrible round, then you have a terrible round. We just alternate and hope that Mike Bell doesn't keep showing up and win the championship again.
I guess he'll keep showing up until he has no chance. Yes, he'll have fun.
Ah, well.
My teammates
This
keep
originally started
having
off-
it to me.
Mm.
You go on?
I was going to say, this originally started off as some sort of an interview. It's descended quite quickly into just a joking conversation. Shall we go somewhere with this before the stream is finished?
Yes, I think it was a very entertaining round. Not too many incidents, which was nice to see. And yeah, overall some great racing happening. Next time around, we're gonna be in Modelo Park. I don't even know the track, honestly. Let's see.
I've driven
how it
about
goes.
2 laps. It's very narrow. There's not a lot of track width, so
All I know
We'll go.
about it is that it's Irish. That's it.
that's everything you need to know, I think.
That's
There we
it
go.
for
Green
us.
and orange flares.
I hope everyone has a nice evening, and see you at the next round. Bye bye.